Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to that episode of The More You Mow. I'm Jay, and today we're going to be talking about how to get soil samples in order to figure out exactly what your soil needs so you can have the best yard in your neighborhood. So at the beginning of any growing season, I highly recommend you go out and get a soil test, whether it be from My Soil or Yard Mastery or many other different types of companies that provide these services. Another good option is to go and check your local county extension office. They have a way that they can test your soil as well. It really depends on what you prefer. So personally, I'm going to grow with this My Soil. So I got this off Amazon for about $30, give or take. This is an at-home soil test kit that you can do. So they give you everything you need in the kit in order to test your soil. So what you do is basically you take it out, get your soil samples, put it inside the required jar, put it in an envelope that they give to you, and then you mail it out and they send you back your results through email. So let's go ahead and open up their soil test kit and see what's inside. So when you open your box, you get your registration information. So it gives you your unique number, and you don't need mine, so I'm gonna blur that out for you. This paperwork right here shows you step by step how to acquire your sample. Comes with a prepaid envelope. You get your solution that you basically put your sample in, and you get a measuring cup. When you're getting your sample, it's best to go and get it from multiple locations in your yard. I'm going to do different areas in my front and backyard and an overall idea of how the yard is as a whole. So let's go ahead and get those samples. I'm going to show you how to get those. So when you're doing your soil test, I kind of recommend going in an inconspicuous place. So I'm going to go somewhere near around this tree area to get at least one of my samples. All you need in order to check your soil or get a soil sample is a bucket, doesn't matter what kind, something that's clean that you don't mind putting dirt in, and a shovel or a spade of some sort. Now that you have your shovel and your bucket, you're gonna need to go and get your sample. So what I recommend doing is taking your shovel, making a little square. There goes my bucket. Try to dig down a little bit. Dig kind of hard, so I got my sample here. That's enough for at least this area. And then what you do, dump it in there. Don't worry about the grass right now, it's not a big problem. But put your square back in if you found it as close as you can. Step that back on there and call it good. Move on to the next spot. Same thing. So next area I'm gonna go to is this side over here. Grab a couple from here and they'll go to the back, and then we will separate this up. So once you're happy with the samples you're taking from around your yard, go ahead and mix everything up so that way everything's all incorporated. Break up any big clumps that you can. And pick out the big chunks of crap you don't necessarily want in there. What's nice about this box is that you can pull this out. Take what you got, dump it in the box. You kind of sift out some of the grass while you can do that. You want to get as much organic matter as you can out of this. You don't want there to be a bunch of grass and sticks and rocks and all sorts of stuff. That you want it to be just as pure dirt as you can. So I mean, stuff like this, you don't want that in there. So this is where we'll be acquiring our sample from. So since they give you that box, you just go ahead and dump everything in there. You grab your scoop. Once you have your scoop and you have most of the organic material out, go ahead and open your My Soil kit. This is some kind of solution that comes in a jar. I'm not sure what it is. It comes sealed, so that way you know that it hasn't been opened before. It tells you on here to not remove the contents and just add your soil in there. So there's this little ball in here. Don't take that thing out. Just leave it in there. Put your dirt in here and close it back up. Here's our scoop. And it goes. Once you add your contents into your water mix, grab your lid, put the lid on, secure it. So right where my thumb's at, you're gonna have a serial number that'll tell you how you can go and check your results. So this matches up with the serial number that you have on the box, so that way they know which specimen goes with which serial number. Makes sense. So you have this prepaid envelope, put your sample inside, seal it up, and then put it in your mailbox. You don't need to go to UPS or anything. One thing I highly recommend doing is taking a picture of your registration number, so that way you have it on your phone. You will lose this. I guarantee you will lose this at some point in time. Ask me how I know. While you're waiting for your soil test, you can go ahead and scan and register your soil sample while you're waiting. So go ahead and click on that. So after you sign into that QR, you go ahead and click in your account or create a new one if you're new. I have an account, so I'm going to sign in. So once you log in, and you make an account, you can see all your reports. So these are all the different places and times that I have done soil samples. So what we're going to do is we're going to register a new kit because we're not using one that's already existing. So click on register new kit. You type in your kit registration number, the date, and then your description. So you name this however you want it, if it's your front yard, backyard, side yard, church, shopping center, whatever. You select your sample type, so there's different ones you can do if it's in your garden. We're gonna do lawn and turf because you can also do your trees. You can do wildlife food. I mean, there's lots of options you pick from. So we're gonna go ahead and go on lawn and turf, and then we do our square footage. So my square footage is about 8,000 square feet, so I'd be in the large category. And then go ahead and you register your kit. And after you put in all your information, it'll tell you that thank you for registering and allow 6 to 9 days for results to be posted. So just keep checking back in your email and you'll get your results. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The More You Mow. I'm, of course, Jay, and today we're going over our soil sample results and what kind of fertilizer we're going to put down in our yard for this season. So after waiting for a couple of days, the My Soil team sent over my soil analysis, and this is kind of what you get to as soon as you open up the email and do all your login things. It'll show you all your different samples that you have. So we're going to check on this one. It's the most recent one. So as you can see, my nitrogen is low. I mean, that's normal. Nitrogen is going to be low. I mean, it's the beginning of the season. It'll rise and fall throughout the season anyway, so we're not too worried about nitrogen. So we have our phosphorus here, which is a little bit high. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's high, but it's not anything to be really concerned about. Whereas we have our potassium is right in our optimal level. We're looking pretty good. I mean, our sodium looks like it's a little bit high. I don't really know what to do about that. Not much I can do. But the one thing I'm really kind of looking at is that our pH is actually on the higher side of being optimal. So I want to find something that has some sulfur in it to bring down my my pH level, as well as bring up my nitrogen, but not have really anything for my phosphorus or potassium. So I really need just nitrogen for the most part. So when you scroll down, they'll show you what they recommend. So they recommend me, if I were to go the organic route, I can go with the 1001 at 5.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet, or if I go synthetic, I can go to 1600 at 3.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So they tell you which kind you need, but also what's nice about it is they actually show you some products you can use. So if you want to shop organic, you just click on the organic products. It takes you to the My Soil website, and it shows you a 1001 organic food that you can use to feed your lawn. So it's really nice how they give you recommendation. I mean, I'm sure they have different size bags or whatnot, but that's if you want to go the organic route. So if you want to go synthetic, click on the synthetic tab, and they recommend 16 double dark 6% iron from Yard Mastery, which is actually a pretty good fertilizer. I've never used it, but I'm going to see if there's anything close to me that has something close to that. So I'm really only looking for nitrogen. I don't need any phosphorus or potassium. So we'll see what we can find at my local big box store. So if you remember, I bought that 1010. I'm gonna hold off on that for a little while. I'm gonna try to go off what my soil sample says, and we're gonna try something that's gonna be as close as possible to this double dark situation. And while I'm at it, let's see if we can find something that has some sulfur in it.